Many thanks for your company. Over 400,000 candidates from over 15,000 public and private schools began the Basic Education Certificate Examination BECE on Monday. This morning, my colleague Zarina Mandi sought to find out from the students how they fared.
So I'm at the Ayawaso Central Center where the BEC is written, and I'm going to have a conversation with 4 of the candidates on the examination so far and what their expectations are for the BEC. I'm here with Precious, Obed, Stephanie and Theophilus, and we'll be having a short conversation. Precious and then Obed are from the K4, Kotobabi 4 school, and then Stephanie and Theophilus are from the K15 school. And so, hi, Precious.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
So, tell me about you wrote your first paper yesterday. How was it?
It was fine. Actually, it wasn't what we were expecting, but we did our best.
Okay. So, what were you expecting?
Most of the things, it seems like what we actually learned most of the time was not what came. What we wasn't expecting actually came. So, I think we did our best.
Okay. Was it the same for you, Obed?
Oh, it's not that the same, but my own was manageable. I tried to do my best, and I did what I can do. So I wish when the results come, I can do my best and get the best grade I want.
Okay. So you are writing pre-technical skills today. How have you prepared for this paper?
Oh, we have prepared a lot because we know that the thing that we have learned will always come. So what we learned, it will come. Because the thing that we thought that yesterday we did it, well, we know that we are going to really do our best.
Okay. So you are confident that today's paper is going to be a good one?
Yes.
Okay. Let me come back to you, Precious. I want to find out from you. The BEC is a very crucial exam, right? What inspires you? What is the thing that pushes you to want to excel in the exam?
You know, BEC is the first start. When you are done with the BEC, it means you are getting to the next level. This is where it starts. So if you don't do your best, you can't move forward.
Okay. So it's because you want to move forward?
Yeah.
Okay. So where forward means? Okay, that's all right. Theophilus, so today you're writing pre-technical skills. Tell me, when you woke up this morning, what's the routine been for you like? What has your preparation been?
Oh, I started learning. When I wake up, I pray first and I started to learn. But I know that I'll do protection. Yes.
So, you know, you write the BEC when you are in JHS 3. But when did it dawn on you that there was a crucial exam ahead and that you needed to start learning? At what point?
When I reached Form 2, they started to say BEC, but I was not frightened.
So you started preparing for the BEC when you were in JHS 2?
Yes.
Is it the same for you, Stephanie?
Yeah, we started preparing the first time that we entered Form 2. They said at BEC, we were we think that it was so hard that we cannot go through it, but it was very easy for us to go through it, to handle it.
Okay. So far it's been easy?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you well prepared? Are you confident?
Yes, we are very confident to prepare for the next paper today.
Okay. So let's talk about how prepared you are psychologically, Obed. Did anybody give you that psychological preparation? Did someone try to psych you? Okay, there's an exam ahead. Don't be too jittery. Don't be too nervous about it. Did anybody psych you?
Yes, a lot of people. My mother, my sisters, and my father. Yeah, they all motivated me before I came to the school on the first day. That was yesterday.
Okay, what have they been telling you?
Oh, they told me I should not panic. It is just an exam. It is just like the one we do from class 1 to JHS 3. So I should not panic. I should relax and write what I know and what I've learned. Yeah.
Did you get that from anybody?
Oh yes, of course I got that from my parents and my brothers. And most of the time, most of the teachers also tell us about these stuff. Like it's not difficult, it's cool. Like the mock is more difficult than the BEC. So if you put your attention, they're like, oh yeah, the BEC is difficult, you can't do it. So just calm down and don't panic when you're writing. It's cool.
But I'm sure before all this started, so many people must have said a lot of things about the BC which probably scared you. There are some myths surrounding examinations, even at the tertiary levels. Tell me, what were some of the things you heard about the BC, which, I mean, so far you haven't really seen happening?
They say that the invigilator will stand on you but the invigilator was good with us, but I didn't feel like I was so hard, but it was okay.
Do you have any such myths that people told you about the exam?
Oh, they said that it will be so hard that we cannot even move our body or do anything else. But we saw that it was very cool with us.
How about you?
Yeah, it's true. Like, they were like, the BC will be hard. It will be hard and you can't do it. And the invigilators will be standing on you. They'll be giving you pressure. But you know, whatever they said was not what came. They were cool with us.
Okay. So let's take this conversation to another level. I know you must have heard of examination malpractices, maybe leakages and all that. This year, so far, we haven't heard of any such things happening. But what do you know about examination malpractices, and what are you doing as a student to make sure that you do not get engaged in such practices?
I'm trying to learn all that I can and make sure that I don't try to rely on people for other questions, and learn what I know will come and what I feel like I can write and write it better. Yeah, thank you.
So that's my colleague Zarina speaking to some BEC candidates here in Accra. There are about 1,702 exam centers across the country. We wish all participating students well. My colleague Beatrice Edu is with some GES officials who are touring some schools at Burma Camp. We'll reach her shortly to find out what she's been able to gather from the tour. We'll bring you some other education-related stories. But now, the Klagon-Ashiaman underpass, that's the main access route between those two communities in Accra, has clogged following last night's heavy downpour. Flood has eroded the entire entrance of the bridge, heaping some sand underneath the tunnel. Motorists are currently unable to access the passage, jamming the free flow of traffic on that stretch. Passengers heading towards either directions are compelled to drop at either ends of the underpass, cross the motorway to continue their journey. A risky situation many have expressed worry about. JoyNews' Matilda Wemega is currently around the area and joins us live with the latest. Hello, Matilda. Describe the present situation now.
Currently in Ashiaman. We managed to use the tunnel into Ashiaman, and we are currently at the junction that links to the Ajay Kojo township. And as we speak now, if you can see from the shots that the cameraman will be this is what residents here say is the major cause of flooding whenever it rains. And it's been 3 hours of rain since this dawn. Several cars here the tunnel this time. It's been some few minutes that we saw the police and some guys within the neighborhood who came around to but as you can see, we are even showing you shots of the motorway. Residents who live these
Hi, Matilda. If you can hear me, we are struggling. We actually cannot hear you now. Could you please probably try and get your microphone working properly so we can hear you?
Bernice, can you hear me now?
It's better, but it's breaking a bit.
Okay, so as I was saying earlier, several people this morning have to struggle to access vehicles because most of these drivers do not want to take the risk of using the tunnel this dawn, and we have several of these drivers here and residents here to also engage this morning to get an understanding exactly of the situation. Like I told you, several of these drivers had to park this morning for passengers to cross the motorway in order to get to the other side of the road. I have with me some of the drivers here just around the underpass to speak to. Good morning, you're live on JoyNews.
Good morning, madam.
Okay. So tell me, describe the situation to me this morning.
Yeah, the problem is, you see, when you have, look at here, this area will be flooded because early dawn to underbridge towards Klagon area. That side all full up, so the car can pass. And then the problem for do the, because if in the car, you reach there, almost cars where they will park inside, them all they remain there. So we're appealing to the government. This problem is a big problem. Those people attend school at the Klagon. Those people attend school at Klagon, Lashibi, those areas those areas is Friday. No car is come. So we can't. So when you watch your front, all the cars know the people. We are giving direction to the cars. Some people bring a machine to water. It's not going. So when you watch your front,
you are a driver here, and I realize that you use a taxi.
Yes.
Your vehicle use the tunnel. Is that they understand?
Yes,
Like
car is come past the bridge under. So I park my car for the back because the waterway there, you know, if you pass inside. So it means today I don't go work, but I'm paying tax, my roadworthy, my insurance, everything, and then I can't use the road. What is the essence of you paying money for the roadworthy? Because I know if the road is worthy, that's why I'm supposed to pay the road worthy. But the road is not worthy. So today like this, I'm appealing to the government.
That's my colleague Matilda Omega coming to us from the Ashiaman area, where we hear that the Ashiaman Klagon, there's an underpass, a tunnel there that has been clogged due to some rains that started sometime last night. We'll be finding out from here if they've been able to clear the clogged area, and we are trying to establish a stable line with her, and would reconnect Matilda shortly to bring us an update from that part of the city.
Kenya maya kura kadebe sinu kasibone tie sromo wo mo ye ni kwan we a oyete so no no mo ye ni ye maya ye ho akire wa kwan we hu pa
ba kwan na me show maya ama mo nti e dem biom na mo pe
yo maya kwan na e kwan ni de e fan so mistake a wo na e se brick no o mo ye ni ye jona mo ba so to ni hweka ye wi a kaso di manfo niema beko e da kadi ma mo di gusu ni na bebre di akọ eden so na chi ti enim de ebe ye wa ha se se hu chi de kwa ma fa so se dwa no mbesiesie ni yesu maya no mo hwe ye dwa ni ye na dwa ba bi o di be hye de ewu na bebem se ye wi pata ni won so tokura wuti ambrala si. Okay,
this is a trader who sells her things at the market just across the streets, and they are raising concerns about the fact that roads are also a challenge to them, even though it looks like these roads have been asphalted, but most of them go through this ordeal whenever it rains. And like I told you, Bennett, it's been only 4 hours of rain here within the Tema and Ashiaman community. I still have some drivers here who still want to share their views on the situation currently. So tell me, what can you make of this situation this morning?
Oh, the situation here is very, very terrible. Because looking at the whole area, when it's raining a little, the whole area gets flooded. Especially when you go to Sun City and JoyNews, it's very, very bad. You can't even drive through it. So it's making most of the school students refuse to go to school today because no driver is willing to pass through that kind of water. It's very, very serious. It's very, very serious. Looking at this underbridge, when it rains, for instance, look at those cars parked there. All those cars are parked there because water has entered into their engines and they decided to park the cars there so that they are refusing to go. This morning, we have to go and hire a pumping machine to pump those waters so that the level of the water can go down, so that some of the motors can pass through to the other side. It's very, very serious. We are appealing to the Ashima, the TMA, Mr. Carlos Ahinkra, and his MP for Taiwan to come to our aid. We are suffering here.
So, so whenever it rains, you people have to look for this pumping machine to do at what cost?
At times you go for it, maybe 150 Ghana, you buy our own fuel. So as we are pumping the water and the level is reducing, we try to take some money, some collection toll from the drivers. Those who are willing to pay, they pay. So that we can mobilize some money to go and pay the machine's owner. That's what we do. If not, so no car can pass through this water. The underbridge gets full of its water, it cannot even get through.
All right. Let me also speak to you. You are not a driver. You live around here. What's the area muha say? Now situation me sure no pay drivers no be brain am pese ombe use motor and underpass no. Omo pese omo park say ya passengers na be cross motorway no akọ froka say na wo etima wa no pay.
Madam insuo ni de e to kakra even sepetipo a problem so. Ekwan ya omoye esenka omoye bridge kese na nka e ha nsuo na nka nsuo ne fase ba omanye nsuo ne to a ese kwan ye one way arje kwadwo aha se bridge ya se nka me hu ye kwan wo ye kwan a 4 lanes no mai aha ne ha ba na tema kwan no masini ni ntino mo cars na fa ha enso o de wa endu ayo ebo be 5 ana we na se wo ba fia madam o rebe ho betumi atena ka mu sa aje usi no across moto ka bo wa pau and the bridge mikita car me car ma be park aka nsuo nti makoto engine na anu ya nsuo nti access isi ma park wa metumi do akwa mo akọ bad ye problem na so kwan nye ye bibia nye
wo fi hifa na oba
etika na ewu ye kwan nye ye bibia nsuo chese ye kwan ne de madam oto ade pass 2 days 3 days na ageno.
Okay, so he has described the situation for us that he owns a vehicle but he's unable to use it today because of the fact that this place has been choked following the 3 hours to do something about those who live within.
Thank you very much for the updates. Matilda will touch base with you later. But let's focus on education. Let's go back to our education stories. My colleague Beatrice Adu is touring some centers with officials of the Ghana Education Service. They're currently at Burma Camp. We go over to her live. Hello, Beatrice. What have you gathered from the tour so far? Hello, Beatrice.
Hello, Benny. So, like you rightly said, I'm currently at Burma Camp, and I've been told that there are schools, 15. Hello, Benny.
Hi, Beatrice. We can hear you. Please continue.
Yes, Benes, I was saying that, like you rightly said, I'm currently at Burma Camp. I've been told by some education of that there are schools here on this campus or in Burma Camp, and there are 4 examination centers. Currently, I'm at centers A and B. It's on one compound. Actually, at Center B, where the students are currently writing exams, and I'm told that today they are taking science and BD. They will have an official Ghana Education Service explaining to us what that means, but every come here, and so I'll call Mr. Enoch Dono Kwabla. Like I said, he is the overall supervisor for the service, monitoring what's going on so far. Hello, good morning to you, sir. Thank you, and welcome.
Thank you too.
So they started yesterday. I'm told that they wrote English and RME. How would you say it was?
Yesterday was nice because questions was on time. Before 9 o'clock, the questions were in. So by 9 o'clock, we start exams. No casualties. Everything went on smoothly.
And today, how has it been?
Today, to the same question came earlier than yesterday, around 8:30.
Apologies for the loss there. Would reach Beatrice and try and stabilize that particular feed and bring back that interview with you. I hear that we can take it now.
Love that. But have you had that this time?
No, not yet. We don't have the invigilators are well trained, and so they check.
You're watching JoyNews Desk with me, Benes Abubedo. Apologies, technology isn't a friend today, but we'll bring you more stories right after this. Please stay with us.